This is not the $10 boat. Hey YouTube, thanks for joining me for another episode of Shots Line. Hey, this week we're going to be ripping out this old playground, or removing it. It's our community playground right across from my house, as you can see there on the left. And we're going to be putting in a new one. It's going to be fun. Stick with me. Welcome to my life. So today, I'm going to be working on the neighborhood playground. We're going to start tearing it apart. So we're going to move this boat up on the hill, level out 2 layers of ground, put in swing sets, a dome, I don't know, merry-go-round. I can't remember what's on the project list, but I kind of saw the plan and know what I need to do. So I need to get this started. I need to tear all the stuff off this boat, and then I'm going to put some eye bolts in the bottom, and then I'm going to drag it out with my excavator and move it up the hill so it's out of the way when I start leveling this ground off. Shout out to Susan and Bill and Crystal for making this happen. They've been a big part of the planning and getting this all ready. So let's get this taken apart. My plan is to put eye bolts in here, but I don't know if that's going to work because they're not spread out very well. All right, so I think I got everything. Got the eye bolts in. I'm gonna have to bring a razor blade to cut these ropes that are so rotted, and then get this off. But then she's ready to move. So we'll get this whole girl out of here today up on the hill so we can start leveling this ground. It's kind of a neat little deal. We thought about trashing it because it's gonna need some work to fix, but I think it's worth fixing. It's kind of an icon for the neighborhood in my mind. You come down here, you see the boat. So anyway, we'll get some. It won't take a lot of wood to fix it up. We'll just get to it. All right, so let me get a knife and an excavator. You can see how long it's been sitting here crooked. Look at the mast, is way off. And with the self-leveling horizon on the GoPro Max, you'll really be able to see it, I think. All right, let's try to get this sucker moved. All right, so phase 1 of the neighborhood playground project is complete, I guess. That's moving the pirate ship. We do need to level out 2 pads in here, so that'll be pretty neat once we get that started. We'll see. Be a lot of dirt moving. We'll be digging out over here. We got the power lines marked. We know they're right along the side there, just like they're supposed to be. And we'll make a hill here, steep hill here, take that dirt, push it down to that corner and kind of try to level it out quite a bit. We'll make a second pad up here with this for the ship. It'll sit above out where that white stake is. So that's our plan. We'll see how it comes out. All right, I don't have a whole lot of battery left, so I haven't recorded much, but I started digging up off the grass on a square here. And I've started digging this corner level, just kind of making a starting point, a reference point for me. And then I'll take that and just kind of push that dirt down to the low end. And we'll just keep working it like that until we figure out what we have. So there you go. Okay, it's hot and I'm tired. It's been a long day. Got a lot done. This is just garbage grass here, but I'm level from there to there. I still need to fill in that corner on that side and don't have enough dirt to finish this. So I'm coming up here to the second story of the, or second level of the playground. I'm pulling the dirt that I can. I'm gonna end up pushing that down there probably. I haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna get this pile down there though. It takes so long to bulldoze it with this, and you know, swinging a shovel full at a time takes a long time too, but whatever, I'll figure it out. I thought about bringing the dump truck over, filling it up, but that's just 15 feet, you know, what a waste. Anyway, big problems. Kind of give you an idea how much I'm lifting this dirt. I know the camera's terrible about telling because it's such a fisheye camera, but you know, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good amount of dirt there. And I still need to fill in this whole corner. I'll probably round it here. That's still quite a bit of dirt that needs to come in to make it level off. So I'm hoping that might do it. You know, get us farther anyway. And I still need to fill this in too because it's not level. Even though it looks like it's diving that way, it's not. Well, I haven't been recording too much because battery's almost dead in the thing, and I didn't grab another camera this morning. But I'm almost done. I've been pulling this grass pile. This is like the 7th or 8th load. I think I'm calling it a day. Been out here since about 7:30, so anyway, I made pretty good progress. I put the top shelf in there. It is coming this way. If it looks like that, it is coming this way a little bit. To run the water, this side is a little high, and that's so because it's going to compact a little more. I'll run it over this way or whatever, and then I'll trim the edge on it, but that dirt will come down. So yeah, and then eventually I'll get that boat, level a space for it and get the boat back in there, and then swing set, moon crater thing, and then seesaw and something else, I don't know. So that's the progress for today. I'm pretty beat, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm back out here on the playground. I trimmed in the edges a lot better, just so they didn't have such a slant, you know, or such a steep slant, right? So I made them out so if kids want to roll down it, that's fine. I've still got to do all this over there. This is pretty flat. There's a couple little low spaces, so I'm going to try to drag that back just a little bit. And then I'm going to move the ship back and put it down here, I think, and get it in position. And then I'll finish off this edge and then start working that edge and that side. I need to do a little fill down here. It's going to be far away for you, but it's holding water there, so just going to work on that. Alright YouTube, I'm back. I'm out at the playground today. I actually wasn't going to do anything, but I went and got wood. I was going to stack that in the driveway until I got to working on it. Then I came over, and as you can see, I'm nasty. I started working on it. I ended up cutting the mast out, so I got that out. And then I got the slide back on and the ramp back on, and I got all the rails off because then we're going to redo that because those are pretty rotted. And you know, replace the base so it's nice and bolted in. And then on the back I started ripping it apart. Got a lot of the wood off there. I'm going to run 2x4 straight down on each side to keep that from the middle one. The outside's a 4x4, the inside's a 2x4, but it's kind of pulled back, which then jacks the slide up. So I'm going to run a 2x4 all the way down to there on each side, and that should strengthen her up pretty good. But anyway, that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah, I just forgot to film earlier, got busy. That's what makes me bad YouTubers. I just don't think about the camera. I get to work and then forget what I'm supposed to be doing. So. Alright, so I rebuilt the back of this boat a lot stronger. I bring the 2x4s all the way down just to keep that from bending back, because it was pulling back. It's just a 2x4 up the top there. So these long legs will help take some of that. So it's time to mount this sucker up. So let's get this slide mounted up. It'd be good to have it off the ground and back up. Alright, good morning YouTube. Today I'm working on the ship again. I got a little bit done the last time. I got pretty hot, so I quit working. The humidity is ridiculous. I know if you're from Texas it's a lot hotter, or from wherever it's a lot hotter. But for me, the humidity is high, it's hot, and it's hard to work. I'm retired, what can I say? So anyway, I started framing this in. On this end of this stuff, it had a ladder. We're taking that off because the parents will probably sit down at the picnic area, and we want to keep the kids on this side of the ship. Nothing on that side. So we're going to fill that in with some deck boards. So I did that. I redid this stairwell because it was just terrible. The little ladder is no big deal, but it was rotted out. Put the railings on it down the side. I need to get some rope for it. The old rope I was going to put back in, but it's so crappy. I'm just going to get a new rope. And of course redid all the attachment plates to everything. Started doing rails, but then I decided these deck boards get a lot of weather. So basically I'm going to replace the top board, these and that. I started to cut these out of the bandsaw. What a pain in the butt, so I'm just going to put squares in there. And of course I redid the wood for this to the 2x4 all the way down to the bottom so that would hold a little better because it was kind of pulling back. Almost thought about putting one sideways on the edge, but that's where I'm at. This, you can see the rot, so that's what I decided, just to go down, replace these, and then start rebuilding back up from there. So that's kind of what I'm going to start doing this morning. Let me get to work. Should be a fun day. You want to drive? I will say that my $10 boat is probably in better shape than this one. right, so it's the end of day 2, and here we are on the boat. We got a long way today. Got the front on. Thanks to Bill for coming by and helping for a couple hours. I still got to get the rope. I want to put a new rope on here and probably get a drill bit to make those bigger. And we got the rail on. Got the roof going. Of course, the slide's all in. So yeah, we're pretty much done. I do need to do a couple things. I need to put a 4x4 on the front of the sail, because we're gonna have a sail off the front here. So there'll be a 3-foot 4x4 that'll hook to a cable from the top. But other than that, we got Susan. She's working on making the canvas for the top, and then she'll make the sail as well. And then we talked about maybe making a parrot or something for the front of this, just to make it look cool, but we'll figure that out. That's fun stuff. That's not stuff that needs to get done right away. So, but all I really need to do is get rope in here. Then the kids can play on it again. So I'll try to do that tomorrow, and we'll go from there. But she's looking pretty good. We did a little patch job on the outside. Not bad for a little boat. I think these things cost like 10 grand or something anyway. We do got to figure something out with this slide. I don't like it. I need to build a box or something to lift it up just a little bit. Maybe we'll put some gravel underneath it, or maybe some patio blocks or something. Made these a lot longer because I was afraid that thing was going to torque off the back of it. It was pulling on that one for sure. So did that, and then we patched it this hole. Used to be a ladder right here. Got rid of the ladder. We want to keep the kids on that side. The parents are going to sit down at the picnic tables, and so we don't want kids getting off on this side. So we blocked that in, and just made it look natural. This one was just too terrible to live with, so I fixed that one, replaced it. But she's coming along. She's looking pretty good, I think. So there you go. Good morning, YouTube. Hey, it's a little foggy this morning, but the playground guys are here, so they're got the trailer with all the equipment on it. They're gonna start putting the playground up. So I'm gonna run over and put a camera up, and then I'll get a time-lapse video for you of them installing the equipment. I probably won't do too much video while they're there. I don't want to make them uncomfortable, but yeah. We have the playground equipment installed now. We got a swing set going on. Looks pretty good. The caution tapes to keep the kids off of it for the next 3 or 4 days, whatever, let the concrete dry. Of course, we've been working on the boat, which you've seen. Got this climby deal here, and then teeter-totter and merry-go-round. So it's coming along. So good morning, YouTube. You got me early this morning. I'm still drinking my coffee, but Bill and I finished out painting the boat yesterday for the playground. I think it looks pretty good, actually. Came out nice. We still got a little more to do. We have the canvas roof coming, and then the canvas sail to go across the front. And I think that'll finish it off. I also got the rope and the drill bit I needed to do the ropes up the gangplank here. But she's coming out really nice. I even hate to walk on it because it's going to get dirty, but it's going to get dirty sooner or later, right? But yeah, we'll have a sail that will be a triangle here or whatever. And the roof's still coming, but the rest of it came out really nice. So I'm happy with this. Of course I did put my footprints right up on that. We're going to do a little blue mulch, blubber mulch, and kind of make it look like it's sitting in a pond here eventually. The playground's good to go. I can pull the tape now. I'll probably wait one more day. It's supposed to rain today, so I'd really like it to settle some. But it's ready to go, so all the toys can really be played on. So yesterday we removed all the picnic tables, Bill and I, and Tom moved all the picnic tables from the picnic area. But here's our new tables. We ordered them in, they're aluminum. We had a problem with squirrels pecking in our tables, and this should solve the problem. Good little spider up in there this morning. Ooh. Yeah. All right. But it looks pretty empty up here. Well, there's our little community area, and of course it overlooks our community boat launch and our little community dock down there. It was a nice little area. All right. So everybody will be showing up here soon, but I wanted to get this thing cut open and the parts out and have it organized. So there you go. I'll do a time lapse of this. Probably won't put anybody on the spot that is here working, so I'll talk to you when it's all done. Hey YouTube, today we're putting up the sail. It's getting exciting. That's Susan. Doesn't want to be on camera.
Yeah, because I want it to come up like that.
Right.
Well, what do you think?
I just didn't know it was going to fold this way or the other way. That's fine.
So one goes against the...
Yeah. How far close you want it? Just like that?
Mm-hmm. And then this goes beside it. I boxed it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if the seam was going to be on this side or that side. It doesn't matter. Me.
Well, let me see. I'm in the middle, sort of.
Huh? I think it's that thing. I mean, I don't know what to do about that, but. All right, YouTube. Next to Susan, we have a sail on the boat at the playground. Pretty cool. Gonna get my parking lot money. Hey, appreciate CJ helping us out, hooking us up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Enjoy doing it too for the kids.
There we go. Gotta have trucking, and if you didn't have trucking, the United States would stand still. Ha! So this turned out pretty cool. The rubber mulch is really neat. I wanted it to look like water. And man, this stuff's terrible. So it's this tire is basically what it is. I guess they dyed it somehow or whatever. Every once in a while you can see a little metal in there too. So it's weird if that's safe, but I haven't scratched me or anything yet, so I suppose it is. Sure gets compacted in these big bags though. Really hard to get out. You think it'd be easy. When you start at the top, it's really loose. When you get to the bottom, it's just, look at that, it's just packed up. I mean, it should just fall, you'd think, right? But it doesn't. So it is a lot of work, but
different strands of life, primal codes, cryptic by design. We just float like two floating looks. The river's wild, there's no way to pose. And if you think you know what there's in store, hold on tight, you're out for some fun. And if you think you know what fate's in store, embrace yourself for change. 'Cause who you are was never set in stone, and things go down with a magic of their own. And when you think you gotta figure it out, life has its way to drop you from the clouds. So we hang onto holes, more things, trying to guess what tomorrow brings. But as a poet from Chicago used to say, oh carpe diem, which means seize the day. 'Cause if you think you'll know what is in store, hold on tight, you're out for some fun. And if you think you know what fate's in store, embrace yourself for change. 'Cause who you are was never set in stone, and when things go down with a magic of their own, and when you think you gotta figure out, life has its way to drop you from the clouds.
Alright, so we made pretty good headway today thanks to Tim and Bill and the box blade. Now I have a box blade. The box blade really allowed us to cut the hills off this, so now you can kind of come through here with a mower. Before we were thinking we were going to have them weed eat it, but we shaved all this off and then kind of leveled out with my tractor, and so now you can kind of mow around it. Makes it a lot nicer. But yeah, they got to come back, and of course we're going to do the grass seed and hay and all that and get her finished up. But she's really turning out nice. I mean, it's pretty good for a neighborhood playground. We have space, of course. Later we can move those two things over here and put something big in that corner. You know, we'll see. But I think the kids really like it. They're over here all the time. So, but yeah, that's where we're kind of at. And they went to get sandwiches because they're old men and they have to eat. take their half-hour break or whatever it is they're gonna do, and then they'll be back and we'll get this done. Yes, I'm making fun of you, Bill. Hey YouTube, it's been a long day. Thanks to Tim and Bill for helping me out today, getting this straw and grass seed down. Now I got the sprinklers going, and Bill's gonna check on those in a while, but finally it's good to get this project in the books. It has definitely taken a while. So yeah, she came out really nice though. I like the blue water, even though we paid a little more for that mulch. And then the black looks really good in here. It's kind of a black and a white, but it's gonna work good. It's gonna keep those kids safe. And so yeah, we got this done. And of course we'll come back and get our parking lot sealed now that we got once we get the grass established, so we don't get mud in the parking lot once we do that. But that'll be the last part of this. But as far as I'm concerned, she's done. Sick of forking her. But she came out really nice. I was really happy with and the box blade really cut this hill nice. It's probably hard to tell in here, but it was pretty steep and cut it down real good this afternoon. But I think it came out really good. So, appreciate you joining me. See you next week. Hey YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe.